Agile schedule variance questions with a $10,000 deficit will completely trip you up on the PMP exam. Your sponsor looks at the project dashboard and sees a shattered baseline after 5 sprints because you missed 100 critical story points. The development team thinks everything is moving beautifully because their velocity looks stable on the board, but the executive leadership only cares about financial health. PM Panda here. 2.5 decades delivering projects, PMP certified since 2003. The exam trap I am about to show you is how budgets really die. Failing to bridge the gap between agile effort and corporate financial accounting will permanently wreck your professional reputation. Senior executives do not care how many story points your team burned during a retrospective if the actual baseline budget is completely blown. I once watched an entire agile delivery team get fired because the project manager completely ignored financial schedule variance until it was too late. This toxic velocity confusion creates immediate conflict between dev speed and real stakeholder value. You cannot protect your delivery role if you speak a completely different language than your funding sponsor. Let us master Agile Earned Value as defined in the PMBOK 8th edition. In adaptive environments, we intentionally replace traditional hours with estimated story points to accurately calculate both planned value and earned value. The plain English translation is that you assign a strict dollar value to your sprint commitments so the math finally makes sense to your corporate board. This strategic framework ensures that scope, schedule, and cost are completely integrated instead of tracked in silos. I have personally used this exact method to translate story points and save a massive hybrid contract from absolute cancellation. Stop mindlessly defending your agile velocity when your $10,000 schedule baseline is actively bleeding corporate cash. Put your phone down immediately, pause this video, and calculate your last project's variance right now using actual performance data. Do not make any lazy corporate excuses for delivery failure because the numbers never lie when a baseline breaks. The specific variance metric we are about to calculate is the exact trap that professional certification examiners utilize to filter out weak candidates. If you fail to master this 100-point deficit analysis today, you will completely fail question 12 on your exam day. Your project sponsor will immediately strip your authority away and force your entire team back to a highly rigid waterfall framework tomorrow morning. Let us look at a real-world scenario involving a critical e-commerce platform upgrade for a major retail client. For this current software release, your planned value is established at exactly 500 story points, which represents a total allocated budget baseline of $50,000. At the conclusion of the sprint review, your team only meets the official definition of done for 400 story points. The exam will ask you to calculate the precise financial schedule, health based on this clear delivery variance. Let us calculate the exact math line by line so you can easily identify the correct answer layout on test day. Your primary formula is schedule variance equals earned value minus planned value. Substituting our numbers means 400 points minus 500 points gives a negative variance of 100 story points. In financial terms, $40,000 minus $50,000 equals a negative $10,000. The correct exam answer is option B, proving the schedule baseline is completely broke because your burn rate missed delivered business value. Here is what most project managers get completely wrong after my 25 years of watching budgets die in the trenches. First, practitioners falsely claim that earned value management metrics only apply to traditional waterfall project life cycles. Second, weak managers mistakenly count partially completed user stories to falsely inflate their progress. In an agile environment, a story is strictly either 0% or 100% complete. Test takers consistently fail because they assume adaptive frameworks do not utilize formal baselines or performance tracking metrics. Fixing this hidden variance issue requires 2 immediate operational steps inside your project workflow. Step 1 requires you to open your official product backlog today to review your current release parameters. Take your $50,000 release budget and divide it directly by your 500 planned story points to establish your baseline dollar value per point. Step 2 requires you to strictly enforce your definition of done so that incomplete scope is completely excluded from your calculations. Let us analyze the specific exam angle you will encounter regarding adaptive metrics. Across the 180 questions, candidates fail by assuming schedule variance must be measured in units of time like days or weeks. On the exam, remember that schedule variance is always expressed exclusively in monetary terms or story points. If a scenario asks for the best action when variance is discovered, the correct choice is always to conduct a root cause analysis rather than hiding the data from your sponsor. Think back to our opening scenario where a $10,000 baseline breach was silently destroying your stakeholder relationships. Those 100 missed story points were completely invisible to your sponsor because you were only tracking operational team velocity. By properly applying Agile Earned Value management to your metrics, you successfully translate development effort into undeniable financial reality. You will align perfectly with executive expectations, protect your platform upgrade project from cancellation, and master the exam. If this breakdown helped you clear up the Agile schedule variance confusion, hit the like button right now. Subscribe to the channel immediately to receive one high-value practitioner lesson every single week to destroy these exam traps. Your immediate homework tonight is to open your official Agile release plan and calculate your precise story point baseline values. Stop guessing your performance health and start controlling your project metrics like a true professional.